So, what am I gonna do when you say I should have ate some McDonald's or eat a little bit of bad food? Um, because you say, well, you got sick, you had to go to the hospital because you eat healthy. I don't eat totally healthy. I do eat some foods that are not recommended for good health. And what will I do? I'm gonna ignore. I'm gonna smile and say okay, but I'm gonna ignore your comment because um, yes, I got sick and I thought I had the C-19. I came out negative, and it's a high probability that it is the West Nile virus that got me and took me down. Um, so I went in and they did um, the stroke alert workup, uh, and my vitals and the heart monitor, my blood pressure was just off the charts. The monitor was beeping uncontrollably. I've never seen the blood pressure go up so high, so high. I run less than 120s over 70 something, and it went all the way up to like 178 over 113. And I was like, all right, getting ready to stroke out. So in the heart monitor, I already, knew I had bigenemia and trigenemia years ago. But so when you get a viral infection, it takes your sympathetic nervous system just totally out of whack. Your body is fight, flight, that type of deal. And that's what happened to me. So I stayed in the hospital. They admitted observation one day. Got a lot of tests done, CAT scan, MRI, everything came out good. But um, it was that headache and that cloudy, hazy, that feeling I couldn't get rid of. And I got the Charlie horses in my leg twice in one day. And so when I felt really weak from that, and I said something ain't right. So I went in, and I had a very good ER doctor um, that recommended, the hospitalist take a little look, ordered all kinds of tests, and I refused. It's like routine for they don't know. So as I was saying, so when I first got there, um, when it was time for the nurse to come in, she's like, "I got some medication for you," and I'm like, "Wait a minute." All right. So we haven't had any tests done yet, but you want to, you got to do what the doctor said. The doctor puts orders in. It's routine. Let's go ahead and start giving the medication. So, no, I'm not going to take every medication you give without some results. And what I did take was the baby aspirin for the heart. I can see on the monitor the heart is going crazy. And I took the baby aspirin, but I said every pill that I do decide to take, um, allow me to, give me a second, allow me to take a picture of the pill because each pill has a number on it. So if you're ever admitted to the hospital, always take a picture of the pill they give you, um, which has a number, and it'll show that they're giving you the right pill that they're supposed to be giving you. You can look it up. So, say for example, if it's baby aspirin, you got a number on there. You type the number in, and it'll say that's the correct pill. So I just pay attention to all that stuff um, when dealing, with medication or being in the hospital and stuff like that. So going back to I like to cook. I like to experiment with food and good quality food. And I'm a firm believer in building the body up with certain foods. Go ahead and eat what you want to eat, but build your body up with certain foods that's going to help fight off certain diseases. I mean, when it's time to go, and whatever you believe in, I believe in the good Lord. When they say, "Hey, um, it's time. Come on, let's go." It's time to go. But while I'm here, I'd like to, eat to help build my immune system up, to help fight diseases and things of that nature. So it's not that I'm not going to get sick. Yeah, as you see, I just got sick. Um, you will get sick eating good healthy food and stuff like that is the same as you do bad foods. However, um, you heal quicker. You're able to, your body, and you can feel your body when it starts to fight. So, yeah, you can feel your body fighting off whatever is trying to attack the body as far as infection, diseases, and things of that nature. So it does help to what you put in your mouth, to know what you're putting in your mouth and how it's affecting your body. So I just didn't take every medication that they threw at me in the hospital. I said, what I'm going to do is take all my results and order all my results and go to my private doctor, somewhere where I can sit down with somebody. They can explain the imaging results and the lab work and say, this is why I recommend this medication because it will help with this or that. And explain everything, and then also that'll be my way of getting a second opinion, and then getting referrals to the specialties that I need, whether it be cardiac or neuro. I was supposed to wait for the neurologist, but after I got my MRI, I was like, can you give me the paperwork, the AMA paperwork? Yes, I'm going to sign out AMA. So I'm home now, and just going to see my private doctor and order all my tests I took at the hospital. But when somebody said, see, it don't hurt to eat a little McDonald's, or, you're eating too healthy or things of that nature. I don't agree with that because going into the hospital, I see a lot of you check in, but you don't check out. We have a lot of that, and it's so sad, it's unfortunate, but everybody's not going to run across good medical professionals and people that's really going to take the time and not stereotype and really look at you and your your complaints or your I can only imagine if my C19 would have came back positive. It would have went down a whole nother route. I'd have been on a whole lot of different other medications, or the stress and the mental thoughtness behind having that, if that would have came back positive. And then I can only imagine the other body systems, the heart, the neurology, getting ignored and just really going out of whack because of that one diagnosis. It's a shame, because sometimes we can focus on one thing, and won't step out of that box and look at anything else and do a disservice for people. It's not cool.